People deluded. Tottenham won, Arsenal won, and yeah, man, when the dust settles and we don't talk about the drama that happened in the game and it's all settled, everyone will accept that it was a good result for both sides. I'm pretty sure just because of it being a top six clash. Obviously, both sides have their own internal issues or stuff surrounding the clubs. Neither sets of players could afford to lose this, in my opinion. I said that in my preview, and they walked away with a point, so it's fine. Might as well review Arsenal's player ratings. For me, I give Leno a 10, I give Leno a 10. I feel, again, today is a game like the last few weeks. I don't feel Leno is perfect. I still think he's got a lot of question marks because a lot of the saves he makes, he's making a lot of these big saves and good saves. I could bring through numerous mistakes. I believe in him, but yeah, I'm not ready to be gassing him and saying these things. I do think, though, in the last 2, maybe 3 game weeks, he's been let down by poor defending or people doing stupid things to not let him walk away with a clean sheet. Whatever way we dress it up, we've only had 5 clean sheets. So that's as much as it's the players and their silly individual mistakes, that's on Nuno Emre. And a bit of that, like I said, with the players is Leno included, because we're not alone with this. And all the players. But today I feel he done alright, man. The ball playing was there. I actually like the time wasting because, again, I don't advocate time wasting, but the whole basis of us trying to counter-attack, Spurs are at home and their fans get behind them very well, trying to shut them up sort of thing, trying to frustrate them. I get why it happened. And we can't not talk about the fantastic double saves. He made a couple saves, but the double saves from, what was it, Eriksen and Sissoko in quick succession. I can't have any faults from Leno. He didn't let us down. Like I said in my match review, I feel man to a man. I'm just looking now. It should almost be uploading. So by the time I finish this, it should be out. But yeah, man, I feel man to a man we defended well today. Obviously, there's Mr. Mustafi and things like that, and we'll get on to him. And I think, ironically, my head is so rattled, people. I'm so rattled. I haven't even got Mustafi on this piece of paper. And I'm so rattled again, I can't even find a pen. 1 second. So Mustafi rattled me so much, people. I didn't even include him, but if we look at it, you've got what? I've given Leno a 10. I'll give Koscielny an 8. I feel Koscielny was alright today. I can't lie, in the first half when we was getting pulled out into channels here and there and I was seeing, when you watch Kane, what he does off the ball, I was kind of thinking, oh, what's going to happen here? But I feel Koscielny had a good game today. I give Socrates a 9. I think he had a good game. Obviously, Kane scored the penalty, but I think he did what he could today, to be fair with you. He really, some important blocks, looked confident every time in the air, relished a physical battle. And although Kane scored and he keeps up his wonderful record against scoring against us, and just as a good striker as it is, I feel Socrates can leave this pitch with his head held high, because nothing was his fault today. He did everything that I could ask of a defender. I feel Monreal gets an 8. Monreal was good as well, man. Definitely in the second half, I feel Monreal did his thing. Like I said, apart from Mustafi, I can't really fault anybody. Mustafi's a tough one, people, because prior to that mistake, the only issues I could have with Mustafi is the final third, but I was going to cut him some slack. We know he's not the centre-half that can take this club forward, or he's not even a competent centre-half, but he's not a right-back. So as much as my personal feelings are on him, he's not a right-back, he's out of position. And I think a big part of why he was on course to get a 5, in my opinion, people, it's because I don't feel Spurs exploited that. Obviously, within, we find out the team's within an hour. So when they found that out, I thought Pochettino or someone might have had a word with, obviously Rose got forward, but people that were going down the left-hand side and exploit that, because Mustafi is our worst defender and he's our worst defender out of position. So I would have thought they've exploited that, but they didn't, and I feel he did all right, man. I just feel he did let himself down in the final third. Prior to the mistake, the big one for me was just the final third of going forward. It's like he's getting there, but he's giving away the ball. People are trying to play 1-2s. They're going off him. I just felt it was very wasteful. But again, he's not a fullback. The mistake, yes, Kane is offside and the ref should do his job. But if we eliminate that whole incident, why are you barging him? Again, he's played football and understands football to a level we won't unless we're exposed to that world, which is why I asked the question, why? Because me, myself, grassroots at best, I can tell you that you shouldn't be doing that to a striker, barging him, because they're going to get the advantage. And on top of that, he's not even being discreet about it. It's not even a thing where he's going in the air, jumping. You can say, I wasn't looking. You're blatantly barging him. He's going to make the most of it. It is offside, like I said. The ref, poor job. I feel the ref throughout the whole game for both sides didn't have the best of games. But if he hasn't seen the offside, you've basically set him up. Really, there's nothing. you're guilty as hell. But it's like you shot someone, you got the gun in your hand. Like, there's nothing you could do apart from that. So he gets a free for me, people, man. And really and truly, like Mustafi again, I know he keeps making these mistakes, but I don't like to get at people. But he's genuinely an awful footballer. Like, it's sad. Like, Mustafi, you came here, you've had some patches where you've been good. The reality is, you should be our best defender. You're a World Cup winner. You're, what, 26, 7 years of age. You've got a high pedigree. You should be the best defender, first name on this team sheet, and you're not. You've got an aging Koscielny who, despite the fact that he's not even half the player he once was, he is twice the player you are. Monreal played at fullback. Monreal will play, in my opinion, Monreal would be, if I was the manager, and I'm not, would be higher in my pecking order in regards to centre-halves. Mavropanos is not about, I'd be playing him. Holding, obviously, if he was about, he's playing Socrates, it goes without saying. So, how do I put it? Mustafi keeps making these issues, but clearly there's something wrong within the club to a degree, because a mistake made more than once is a choice. Mustafi's choosing to do this, yet he's still playing. I still think you've got to use him in the squad. Don't get it twisted, because we're down to our bare bones. But if he's making this, this is a decision he's consistently making. Why is he not being pulled up on this? Why is there no video analysis like we heard? Or why is he not dropped? Because as much as I feel our players did well today, we're let down by poor finishing and this. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure every Arsenal fan would not have had Mustafi as the fullback for that game. I'm almost 100% certain, because there's always one special youth. But yeah, at the end of the day, for as good as I feel Unai Emery set us up, Mustafi played. He played at right back and he let us down. And as an Arsenal fan, you was thinking, when is that going to happen with Mustafi? And it happened. So he gets a free. Sorry for going off topic, people, because this is a review of the ratings. So we've done the defence. Guendouzi and Xhaka, I don't feel they had the best of games offensively. I think a big part of that was to how we set up as a team. I don't feel anybody really asserted themselves in an offensive sense, and to a degree it was almost un-Arsenal-like, but I'm giving them both a 7, man. I feel Guendouzi was up for it. I feel Xhaka was alright today. He was involved in the first as well. Quick, smart thinking to try and get a ball up to Lacazette. Yes, Davinson Sanchez had a mare, but I don't really feel that I'm not going to scapegoat. I know Xhaka, he's a bit indifferent game in, game out. I'm not going to scapegoat him. I feel the midfielders did all right, excluding Torreira, who for that red card has to get a free. I mean, I've seen people sent off for worse. I'm an Arsenal fan. At the same time, I'm going to have to go down Arsene Wenger's route and say I didn't see it. I can't remember it. I need to watch it again. But at the end of the day, he's gone into that mistake. Sorry, people. There's an issue, technical issues with my video. But you've got to go into that game thinking there's United next week, and there wasn't any thinking behind the tackle. It is quite high, banter aside. So he gets a 3 with Mustafi. Ozil gets a 4. I feel past the nice passes, I didn't really see what he was bringing into the game. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a big Ozil fan, as you know, but I have to keep it 100. Lacazette gets a 5 purely just for the assist. He's en route to get a 3, but the assist bumps him up, and I give him a bit of a blight because he had to work hard. He's playing against 3 centre-halves, and we were counter-attacking, and it weren't the game for that. So he can walk away with a 5, but realistically it's a 3. Aubameyang wasn't on the field long enough, but he missed a penalty and choke, so he can't get anything other than a 3. He's, as much as I love him, you see me praise him when he does it against Liverpool, United when we lost, and all of these other games, and he's up there in the Prem. But when you've played poor, you've played poor. So Aubameyang gets a 3. Mkhitaryan gets an 8 for me. I feel he was very good today, to be fair with you. So yeah, I feel Iwobi gets a 6. A bit of an indifferent game from Iwobi, if I'm completely honest with you, but I feel he did okay. Tired towards the end, and I thought he might have been subbed. Don't feel I'm missing anyone else out, people, but if I am, apologies. But yeah, people, deluded. What can I say? Arsenal won. Spurs won. We move to United next week. If we can beat United or get a point, that's good for us, because we can't afford to lose to any top 6 sides again. But in regards to now, people, deluded. I'm out.